Hey guys, this is a review and installation video of the EV Offer soft closed door Lite for the Tesla Model Y. So I purchased the 2022 Model Y long range a few months ago. It is a fun to drive car and I can state at least a dozen reasons to buy it. So far it has been an amazing experience other than a slight problem which involves closing the doors. I will explain to you in this video what it is and how I fixed it. So I want to explain to you a little bit of the background story. I have a 2021 Hyundai Elantra and I used to lease an Audi A6, very different cars, but both of them had one thing in common, and the way how you close the doors. The closing action on both cars felt really solid, where I would gently push the doors and they would close like any other car. Then I recently bought my Model Y. The problem basically is that if I close the door like I would in any other car, it wouldn't really close. See, there's a gap and the windows don't go all the way up. I have to kind of slam it and then it works, or I have to basically hold the door while I close it. So it works, in that case. So let me show you again. Um, I'm just closing it like I would, and it's not going to close. Not sure why this happens. When I dismantled the door, I really couldn't see any issues with build quality. It could be because of the frameless windows. Again, I haven't owned any other frameless window car, so I can't comment on that. After a bit of research, I found two products from EV Offers which would inherently solve this problem. The soft closed door Lite was the one which was cheaper and comparatively easier to install. You gently push the door and the lock motor would take over by pulling and closing the door for you. It works all the time, latches properly with no issues. I just need to leave the door, not even push it, and it takes care of the rest. It also actually works if you do slam it or if you do close it like a normal car. So if you close it, it's not going to actuate the motor. The lock is going to latch and the windows are going to go up. So it works in both cases. It works when you do normally just leave the door, it's going to close. And if you slam the door, both cases, it's going to work. The installation process will take a learning curve, but it is not that difficult. During the install, you can always reach out to them on their Telegram channel, and they do respond quickly. They may send you some guides on installation, specifically as to how to remove the door panel. So yeah, it's fairly easy. So in the end, after installing the door locks, it's been around 3 weeks of using it, and I'm really happy how it came around. It is an amazing product. I hope Tesla could install something like this in the Model Y as well, but it's a great aftermarket solution. To open this door cover, we have two screws. So that's our first screw. Usually we would have a pry tool, a solid one. Right now I just have a spackle. This is not so solid, just to insert it. And then I have a wood chisel. I wrapped it in tape so that it doesn't damage my door panel. So now you can just take your hand and just pull it. That's So now we will take out these large two caps. Very simple, just pull them. Once you pull them out, you'll see these two screws. And this will show us the bolts for the windows. So that's the first bolt, that's the second bolt. Now, when we disconnect this panel from, when we disconnect the wires, the window will go up. Let me show you that. So first I will disconnect the light, the wire with the light. So what I'll do is, we'll press the top end with a small screwdriver or a pry bar, whatever, and then I'll basically pull it like that, and the window did go up. So after the window goes up, what will happen is this nut will really go up and you lose access to the nut. In that case, what I would do is I would lower the window because this wire over here is still connected, right? So let me lower the window. It's too far down. Yep, I can see the nut here, nice. and over here as well. So we're good. Now we can disconnect all the cables from this panel. Yep. So that there is a tab here, so you need to press that and then pull. Yep, so that's out. And reattach this over here. Same thing here, there's a tab, you need to press that and pull it. So all these harnesses are connected with these hinges over here. So you need to take out, oh, before that, we also need to take out the speaker wire over here. And that is very simple, just same thing, press and then pull. Next, to remove the harnesses, I would just insert something over here and press at an angle. So that's out. So after you've removed all the hinges, this door can basically, the door panel can come out. Just pull to the side. The doors, the window seals, which is this single piece running along the window. And you would pull from here, and then one more from there. So this is out. Then 3 hinges, 1, 2, 3, and then you'd basically lift this up. Okay. One step I missed is, let's put a tape at any one of the ends. This is not a must step, but preferred because it'll help us when we put it back. So I'll put it out. We need to put tapes on the window and the door frame so that when we put it back, we know exactly where it was, so that we don't have to do adjustments later. This mark over here, and then this one over here, and same. Okay, so now we need to take out all the cables, and so let's start with this one. So all you would do is you'd press this, so this goes down, and then you'll simply you have to push here and then pull over there. Yep, so that one is out. This is the next one, so you have to pull this down. Yep, it went down, and then you have to press it and pull down. So all the cables are detached. Now we need to again remove the hinges. So we have 1, 2, 3 hinges. So again, remove it at an angle, and after that we'll remove the door panel. Remove these 2 10mm bolts and then take out the window. So let's do that. That's the first one. So now you can just take the window, lift it up. Next, you need to remove the 2 10mm bolts on the smaller covers. Remove all the, these are 8mm bolts. There are plenty of them, so remove all those, and then these 2 bolts as well. Now we can actually lift this up and then go down and then come out. So basically lift it up, go down. So we now need to take out this lock. It just comes out freely. You can just take out this emergency release, and then there is a electrical connection going to this one. So how you remove is you have to pull this tab up and then take this out. So these are the 2 ends of the soft close door by EV Offers. So you have to take this end, it's this guy here. You have to pull this lever. That's how it'll be. Let's see. Yeah. So you latch it at this angle. So you push it at this angle, and then you go like this and press it over here. You can try a test by pulling this end and see if this. You have to remove all the screws on this lock and make sure you use the screws. The OEM screws won't work. Push this lock in here, and so once you align it, you can put the screws back in here. So just tighten them. Want to hand tighten it. These are T25 nuts as well. So now you need to connect the the wire harness to the lock. So just feel where the notch is. The notch is here. So wherever the notch is, this white side goes to that side. So push, and then also push the white patch there. Now fish this emergency release from this hole, and then we're gonna just let it sit with the cover. So after I've connected the electrical harness, I would just move this lock slowly and see the motor is working. I will always test the emergency release, so when I pull it, the lock should open, and it does. Do it once again. It works. So now we'll put the cover back in. We just need to again do the same thing, just fish it inside, and then align it. There are two tabs. One is over here and the other over here. Make sure you push them. Yep, this one is already in there. 10mm screws on the small holes first. And then I'll put the 8mm screws on all the sides. After hand tightening all the screws, the 8mm and the two 10mm screws, we'll put back the window. So again, make sure you line up these two lines which we made before, and as well as the height. So put both the boards back in here. I haven't tightened these two boards because the window is lower than where it was. So after I've aligned and hand tightened it, we can remove the two tapes. Now we will put back the weather strip. But before that, make sure you press hard. We can remove the tape. Insert, push it up. This one, same thing. Insert, push the tab up, and this is for the door panel. Next, just push this right back in. Okay, and we're all set to put the panel back. So the emergency release, you have to push it inside, turn it to a 90-degree angle, and then latch this end to this piece here. Putting it back is very simple. Just make sure you connect all the wires first. The window would go up again. Then I would So now we are ready to put the door back. What I would do is just put few clips on the bottom. So I did not put the full cover back, it's just hinged on the bottom hinges. Before closing the door, we need to press the unlock door button. So just press that once, make sure the window is down. Now let's try to close the door. So now make sure you can close the door. So just slowly push it. Yep, it works fine. Just see your windows are aligned. Take measurements before if you want to, or compare with the other windows, and you should be all set. Just in case your windows don't align, you can simply open the door, take this cover out, and then you still have your so we still have these four covers open, right? So you can still loosen the window nut, adjust the window, loosen these two nuts, adjust the window, just hang it, close it, and see if the window aligns. Once you're done, cover all these four caps, put the cover back, make sure you properly press and then push down from the top side, and then put the screws back in on these two, and you'll be done. Thank you. I want to point out a few differences between how you open the panel for the front door versus the rear door. And the biggest one is the speaker box, which is not there in the back door. So how you do is essentially you take a pry bar, you insert it here, and you lift it with force. It'll take a lot of force. These are metal clips, and they take a lot of force. But make sure you are inserting it below here. You're inserting it here and then lifting it up as hard as you can. You may also need to pry it out here as well and lift it. So basically this guy just lifts up and then comes back. It's going to take some hard work, but yes, this needs to come out. The second major difference is the manual door release. So the manual door release over here in the front door is basically this lock. So